Hey there guys, welcome to Unveiling Wild. In today's video, we'll be presenting you guys with our list of the top 10 creatures that are scarier than the Megalodon shark. So let's get started. Number 10, Deep Sea Dragonfish. Any fish with the name dragon in it is a sight for sore eyes. This fish has enormous teeth. Not only that, it's not that physically appealing to watch either. These fish are 15 centimeters long and live at the depths of 6 to 7,000 feet. Like countless other underwater animals, the dragonfish also has the largely sought-after bioluminescent point. Underneath its chin dangles a lighted barbel that's used to communicate with other fish as well. It helps in disguising whenever needed. Other fish mistake the light bulb for another lower fish, or they decide to prey on the dragonfish instead without realizing that they are the victim and it's way too late for them. Some dragonfish indeed have acquired the ability to glow red. Some believe that the red gleam helps to motion its underwater lines, while others believe it to be a signal of the dragonfish about to leap. Number 9. STETHACANTHUS. STETHACANTHUS resembled modern sharks to an extent, except for its outrageous dorsal fin that would remind you of the shape of an ironing board that it seems was a part of the wooing display, as it's found in males only. The top of its fin was covered in rough tooth-shaped scales that match a patch of skin on the STETHACANTHUS' snout. One of the speculations was that maybe this was supposed to mimic a huge mouth and make the creature appear more frightening. STETHACANTHUS managed to patrol shallow coastal waters on the lookout for food. It ate small fish, crustaceans, and cephalopods. There's evidence STETHACANTHUS may have been romantic, returning to particular places to mate and give birth. It could certainly swim quite fast, although not quickly enough to evade a hungry DUNKLEOSTEUS, who, by the way, is also a part of this list, so stay tuned. Number 8. PLESIOSAURUS. PLESIOSAURUS was a plesiosaur, which is a type of marine reptile. It wasn't a dinosaur, though it coexisted with many other dinosaurs. The first Plesiosaurus fossil was discovered in 1821. Plesiosaurus was an aquatic reptile of the Jurassic period. It used 4 fins and a short broad tail for movement and had a crooked neck almost as long as the rest of its body with a small head at the end of it. They were usually about 11 feet in length full grown. Plesiosaurus is just one genus of many that form the family Plesiosauri. In artistic depictions, many artists don't distinguish between these types of plesiosaur. Additionally, much of the art representing the plesiosaurs is heavily influenced by cryptozoic mythology surrounding the Loch Ness Monster and other similar creatures. Number 7. Bobbit worms. There aren't any mummies or zombies buried under the seafloor. Instead, the ocean has its terror from below, the bobbit worm. A couple of inches wide and up to 10 feet long, the bobbit worm stays hidden under tropical sands with just its 5 antennae poking out waiting. When it senses prey above, it moves with speed and strength to grab them, sometimes splitting its fishy prey in half with its sharp teeth. It also injects them with a toxin to help break down its food to make it easier to digest. Number 6. Mosasaurus. The Mosasaurus was thought to have hunted near the surface of the water, where it preyed on anything it could sink its teeth into, including turtles, large fish, even smaller mosasaurs. Mosasaurus is a genus of huge aquatic carnivorous lizards from the late Cretaceous period about 70 to 66 million years ago. Mosasaurus gave its name to a group of marine lizards, mosasaurs. Mosasaurus means muse lizard, referring to the river near which it was first found. It fed on prey such as seabirds, sharks, large fish, plesiosaurs, and even other mosasaurs. Number 5. Frilled sharks. Frilled sharks are active predators and may pounce at potential prey, swallowing it whole, even if it's quite large. Their normal swimming style, however, is distinctly eel-like, as they swim in a serpentine fashion. The preferred prey of the frilled shark is squid, and they have several rows of long teeth, each with 3 long points that are perfect for catching the soft bodies of this prey. Though they specialize in squids, frilled sharks are known to eat a variety of fishes and also other sharks as well. Frilled sharks are only very rarely encountered in the wild, so little is known about their ecology. The limited information that scientists do have is based on the dissection of individuals captured in deep-sea net fisheries and observation of the occasional live individual in captivity. Frilled sharks reproduce via internal fertilization and give live birth. Number 4. DUNKLEOSTEUS. 358 million years ago, a shallow sea teeming with marine life covered northeast Ohio. DUNKLEOSTEUS cherelli, the largest predator and one of the fiercest creatures alive in the Devonian age of fishes, ruled the subtropical waters. Up to 20 feet in length and weighing more than a ton, this Arthur deer fish was capable of dicing prehistoric sharks into chum. DUNKLEOSTEUS had a massive skull made of thick bony plates and 2 sets of fang-like protrusions near the front of powerful self-sharpening jawbones. Number 3. LIOPLEURODON. LIOPLEURODON is a genus of large carnivorous marine reptiles belonging to the PLESIOSAURUS, a clade of the short-necked plesiosaurs. 2 species of LIOPLEURODON, L. ferox and L. pachyderus, lived during the Colovian stage of the Middle Jurassic period, which is 160 million to 150 million years ago, while the third, L. rossicus, lived during the Late Jurassic. It was an apex predator of the Middle to Late Jurassic seas that covered Europe. 4 strong paddle-like limbs suggest that LIOPLEURODON was a powerful swimmer. Its floor flipper mode of propulsion is characteristic of all plesiosaurs. A study involving a swimming robot has demonstrated that although this form of propulsion is not especially efficient, it provides very good acceleration, a desirable trait in an ambush predator. Studies of the skull have shown that it could probably scan the water with its nostrils to ascertain the source of certain smells. Number 2. BASILOSAURUS. BASILOSAURUS looked vastly different from all modern whales and dolphins. It had an extremely long, slender body and had a narrow snout lined with teeth of different shapes. Its overall body shape is so unlike those of other whales that it was initially thought to be a marine reptile. Hence the name BASILOSAURUS, which means king lizard. The teeth towards the back of the mouth have multiple serration-like cusps. Although not positioned at the tip of the snout like more primitive whales, for example Pachycetus and most land mammals, the blowhole is still far in front of the eye sockets. In most modern whales and dolphins, the blowhole is positioned between the eyes or even behind them. Unlike all modern cetaceans, BASILOSAURUS also retained external hind limbs with functional knees and toes. However, unlike earlier, more primitive whales, many of the joints in the ankle and foot are fused and others have limited mobility. Number 1. LIVYATAN MELVILLEI. In today's oceans, killer whales hunt other species of whales working in packs to take down their much bigger prey. But living whales have it easy. Those that swam off the coast of Peru around 12 million years ago were hunted by a far bigger predator, a recently discovered animal with a very appropriate name, LIVYATAN. LIVYATAN MELVILLEI was a giant sperm whale that has just been discovered by Belgian scientist Olivier Lambert. At between 13.5 and 18.5 meters in length, it was no bigger than the modern sperm whale, but it was far more problematic. The LIVYATAN skull was more strong and toothy than that of today's sperm whale, which feeds through suction. Like a modern killer whale, it would have grabbed its prey with a powerful bite, but one that was at least 3 times bigger. The LIVYATAN's mouth was full of huge teeth, the largest of which were a foot long and around 4 inches wide. This is no suction feeder. LIVYATAN grabbed its prey with a powerful bite, inflicting deep wounds and tearing off flesh as killer whales do, but with a skull 3 times bigger. Similarly sized teeth have been found as early as 1877, providing tantalizing hints of a giant predatory sperm whale. But the skull that matched those teeth has only just been found. LIVYATAN was at the very top of the food chain, and it must have needed a lot of food. While modern sperm whales mainly eat squid, Lambert thinks that LIVYATAN used its fearsome teeth to kill its kind, the giant baleen whales. This brings us to the end of our video. So what do you guys think? Do let us know everything in the comments section below. And lastly, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well. With that being said, take care and goodbye.